They'll set up to throw. He'll swing this out to Harris. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
At the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickett. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll run the sneak, and he will have the Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
At the 31-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Important punt here in this tie game late. And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Brady to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Brady's pass.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
Brady looking to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
And no chance for turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And he will pick up a first down up to the 37-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Patriots.
They'll give it to Harris again. Up the sideline, past midfield. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun, and it's Stevenson. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Harris. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Brady set to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Once you get down into this part of the field, most teams call it the red area. You have to finish by capitalizing with 6 points. Anything less than that feels like a little bit of a letdown, and after that sack, their chances of coming away with 6 get a lot more difficult.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down. So now a big spot coming here. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Brady. Now a screen set up for Harris. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They run it over center with Harris. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They'll try to set up the screen here. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
The offense retains possession.
They'll look to throw again. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Here's Harris. And the drive will continue. Good run down to the 44. And a first down.
Another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Here comes second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Back to throw. A pass taken in by Harris. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Once again, he gets it to Harris. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler first down.
First down. First and 10 at the
Back to the air one more time. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. Here's second and 2.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Harris
brings up second and 2.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw. A toss left side caught by his running back. Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
At the Patriots.
Here's second and 2. Hauled in at the 2. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Now Brady. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. Open man there. It is Bourne. Here's second down and 3.
To number 84. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Here's
at
Brady.
The 46-yard line.
Aguilar able to make the catch. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the air is Brady. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
30. That's another Patriots first down.
And he will stop the clock with 5 seconds left. They'll come up now for second down. Brady to throw. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. Owls waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They move to 1-0.